game this year, you always feel like you're part of something so much bigger than yourself. Like the game is so much bigger than just the guys playing on the field. It just goes back for years and years about that Colorado rivalry. So.
Has it been intriguing? Because both your programs have had arguably as much attention as anybody in all of college football this offseason, seeing what's going on over there too.
Yeah, I'm a type of guy. I'm like I don't look at social media all that often. I like Coach Prime. I know he's a great coach when he was at his old college, and that I'm just excited. Like I really don't look at anybody until it's game week because that's the only time it matters. Because the only time before that, if you're looking at people during the off season, that means you're not focusing on your team right now and how we can improve. So.
And then just one last thing on that. I know you're scheduled to play them next year. That the team is. There's supposed to be an announcement today that they may be changing conferences back to the Big 12, and some of their future opponents were already Big 12, so there's already talk online about maybe there'll be room to schedule more, home and homes with Nebraska. Would it be something that you'd like to see long term get on the schedule as much as possible?
Yeah, I don't know how scheduling is done at all.
I know,
but it's cool playing like when we faced Oklahoma. We faced like one of the coolest games I think we ever played that I watched was when 2014 when Nebraska played Miami. That was, I don't know, that atmosphere was electric. Like to bring back some of this like other rival schools, it's just a fun game. Just like that's old football, so cool football.
You talked about how that continuity and experience has benefited you this offseason. Are there other veteran linemen that you've seen take a jump, maybe from where they were a year ago, just because of the stability and the cohesiveness you guys have as a group?
Oh, for sure. I think everyone in the offensive line room has taken a huge jump. Just in, like I said, that continuity. Once you have some type of voice, that voice, like if someone starts speaking up, then it gives enough confidence for somebody else to speak up. And just like everyone as a whole, I think we're so close. Like this is the closest we've ever been, just for the fact that we are able to talk to each other in hard ways, but not be offended. And that's translated in the weight room. That's translated in our drill work. That's translated even in the classroom. Just people being able to hold themselves accountable and hold themselves to a higher standard.
What is Coach Rule's messages on like development, program development? He talks a lot on the stage about earning respect back and everything. I feel like it's going to be a slow process, I guess.
It's as slow or as fast a process that we make. I think when I always hear, especially in my journey, you talk about development, and yes, like I think a lot of development comes very slowly, but if a person has the right mind made up right, you can make strides very quickly in this, especially in college football, because college football is a physical sport, but at this level, everyone's very physical. That's mental game. If you learn how to channel that mental game and be mentally more competitive than your people around you, you're going to be doing a lot of good things.
But just Coach Rule specifically, like, what is this message to you guys as far as like this may take up? We're going to build this from the ground up type of deal.
Oh, I like Coach Rule's whole thing is like the rebuilding process. I think he sees enough people in the offensive and defensive room to say, hey, this isn't really a rebuild process. This is going to be like a reload type of mentality. And I think like I said, it's up to us to determine how that process goes. He's led. He has, since we're so senior led, where he's led a lot of responsibility to lie on the shoulders of the seniors and older people, or the leaders of each position group this summer, just to build that continuity with each other. So.
An easy question for you here. You've got the citizenship awards. Tom Osborne on that team. What does that mean to you, to these legends that are before you, that you're representing them?
No, so just to state something, I'm going into secondary science education. I love going in the community and doing stuff. I try to do that as much as possible. And I even took a service trip to Panama in the beginning of May for a week, just going down there, and we built the playground for the school. And I always feel like we've been given so much as football players. Like I get to eat for free most of the time. I get free facilities. They give me new clothes, and we've been given so much. It's our right to give so much back. And once you get back, the more you realize how much this game isn't about you. It's about a team, and then you start to really grasp that team aspect. And I think those things, it's just an honor to be a part of them.
Ethan, follow up with that. You're talking about the team. How neat is it that you're really close to home, that family and friends can come watch you play with a team, and maybe some teammates you had through high school?
No, it's awesome. I think my favorite moments are walking around campuses and seeing people I haven't seen in like 3 or 4 years, just because time constraints. But like, I still have friends that walk around UNL campus I'll still see sometimes popping up in class, and it means a lot. And just this, again, for me, I'm very humbled just by the opportunity that I get to live so close to home and be at such a great place.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
On that O-line, you got a bunch of guys that have been together 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
And you added Ben Scott this offseason. How has he gelled with you guys, not only on the field, but just as a person in the locker room and off the field?
Yeah, so Ben, he's a guy that right away, like, this same temperament, same attitude, he is like just immediately fit in like a puzzle piece. And it's been like, I always say, someone's gelling very well when you've known them I've known them for like 7 months. I feel like I've known him my entire life. And again, that's just speaks to the quality of character the man has, and what he brings to the offensive line. So.